Now, it's been weeks of flooding from heavy rains coupled with spillage of the Bagre Dam up north. We brought you stories of the devastation, the deaths and the loss of properties, including 10-year-old children. At this time round, your most credible news sources embarking on Up to Us campaign to raise funds for supporting those flood victims. My colleague, JoyNews, has been touring the northeast region and upper east region to assess the extent of damage. Here is what he found.
Martina, this has been quite a revelation, but you, of course, have been telling the story from day one.
Yeah.
How did you first get to know about communities like this that had been so devastated by the floods?
Now, we anticipated we would have floods in communities that lie on the White Volta, but we didn't estimate it this much. And so when it started in the upper east, it was just a matter of time. It would get to northeast, it would come to northern region, then it would go to the savannah region. I mean, once they start, the water starts coming, you would know that it will go through these areas. And so we anticipated. So I got a call one early morning from a colleague. He said, did you hear of the floods? It started. I said, wow, which community? He said, Nawuni has been hit. So I called the assemblyman. And he said, yes, it's true, and this is what is happening. Several people have been displaced, farmlands destroyed, and what to eat has become a problem. And so I thought that we needed to start something, and that's how come we came in and started telling the story. And I must say that it has helped. Yes, it's helped, but it could have been better, you know, if people continue to help. Yes, it will go a long way in making these people, they can be comfortable. I mean, you saw the classrooms, they are sleeping in more than maybe 50 people in a classroom. I mean, you can't have comfort in such a place, but people have to stay in these places. And so if help comes, it will go a long way in making these people feel at least human, I should say. Yeah.
Now, you've lived here, what, your whole life, right? Have you ever seen anything like this?
Nothing like this. I mean, we've seen flood, and I covered some floods 3 years ago, but it wasn't devastating as this. The first flood I covered around here, I mean, the water wasn't close to where we've seen. And these people you speak to would also tell you that, look, we have never seen water come close to us this much. You know, somebody said that since he was born, 40 years, he's never seen anything like this before. And now he's seeing it. And it's not just these communities, several other communities. Now we can't even cross to the island communities. The island communities are cut off from the rest of the world. They would see the world only if this water cedes. And when is that going to happen?
Good question. In fact, are you worried that if there is more rain, then we will see even worse than what we've had so far? You've
seen it yourself. I mean, we've had some few sunshine and so it's seeding. But if it continues, if we have more rains, 2, 3, these places will go back again. And initially you had to just sit in a canoe and come straight to where the school is. And so if we have more rains, we probably will have more than what we've seen already.
So what you mean is when it first happened, you would have to go all the way into the school with a canoe?
With a canoe, yes.
Right.
And the water went up to almost the veranda. And